Welcome back. Jozi Media will be hosting the 11th annual SA Construction Industry Awards in 2018 on the 1st of December at the Protea Hotel in Midrand in Gauteng. This exclusive event focuses on rewarding the individuals and companies that work hard and progress throughout the construction industry. It also focuses on bringing international potential investors to the country. For more on the story, we're now joined in the studio by one of the organizers of the event, Loyiso Ngavu, and also one of the finalists, Lindiwe Mazibuko. Thank you so much to both of you for coming through on a Saturday afternoon. We know people are busy on a day like this. Loyiso, what are the awards all about? Take us back to the 11 years that you've been running them.
From 2007, when we launched the Construction Awards, basically it was to celebrate. You know, we've got so much beautiful structure in our country. We've got so much beautiful roads, schools, malls. But the people who are behind it, who are building such infrastructure, they don't get the recognition. So I felt that it was about time these people get rewarded, you know. Yeah. So that's where the whole idea started.
Has the construction industry felt that it was necessary?
Definitely. The response is very overwhelming. You know, the people who are always looking forward to the event, even now it's called the Oscars of the construction industry, you know.
Lindiwe, you've been nominated in the CEO of the Year category. How does that come about? I know it's so many years down the line, but it's still amazing to see a woman in the construction space and doing well.
It's quite humbling and overwhelming. It's time that women are recognized for the contribution we do. Sometimes you just see a name, you think, you know, we just like put there. But the effort we bring and the changes we bring in the construction industry, it's very huge.
Yeah.
Like my company, Ultimate Dynamic, my vision is to build a legacy and become a preferred supplier in this industry and adhere to my customers' needs and mostly to help the community, you know, getting jobs and giving back to the community.
When we speak about construction, it's such a broad word, but you say that you build power stations, substations. So construction is not necessarily just about brick and cement. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. No. It's not about building houses, breaking cement. From the ground, you can build a substation to give the power, you know, to the community and then develop to the communities. Yes, it's quite huge. You build roads, you build dams. Construction, it's a very wide industry.
What sort of projects have you worked on?
So many. I built substation for the ESCOM. I've done a lot of work for the municipality, like building water reticulation, giving the water to the, you know, to the people, water reservoirs. Yeah. Yes.
Loyiso, give us a sense of the type of people that you are recognizing in this event, the type of work they're doing, and how it impacts the communities that they work in.
Well, firstly, it is very important that you comply. You know, you cannot just want to participate in this event and then you don't have a track record. You need to be credible, have credentials, good references. No, this is not just any ordinary or typical normal awards. We're talking about networking, sharing ideas and opportunities, because the issue that we're facing, we don't want to share opportunities. Yeah. I can hear that there's a tender, SABC got a tender. I'm not going to share that. That's a problem we're sitting with our people. Now, as I said, let's just come together under one roof. Let's talk about these issues. Yes, there are issues in the construction sector. The issues that are there is also about transformation. You know, women, they're in a broader space that is dominated by men. It's not easy for them. You know, you look in terms of the grading of the black constructors they have. It's very rare to find a black company sitting on grade 9 or 8. Yeah. It's difficult.
And this is in the urban areas. We still must talk about people who have aspirations to be in construction but are in the rural areas.
Absolutely. You know, and also we encourage people who are in the construction, you know, to talk about the challenges, especially women. You know, it's not really a pap and place industry. You have to be tough. Yeah. You know, if you look at the 5 big companies, the big 5, you know, I think they owe around 70% of the big project that they are getting. And you'll find they will just take, maybe you'll take Lindiwe, listen, I've got this, I'm building a mall, comes up under me, I understand?
Yeah,
because Lindiwe
you're not the main contractor.
They're not the main contractors. Lindiwe she doesn't have grade 9 or 8, I understand? But it's very important that we start from grade 1.
Talk to us about this grading system. How does it work?
Well, I think the correct people I can be able to explain is CIDB. Is them who are in charge of how does it work. But for me, I think there's so much that can be done. But I believe that the Minister of Public Works is on the right track because it's really pushing hard that there should be a transformation in this industry.
But when you say Minister of Public Works, that would be a client. Clients could also be corporates and investors. How do these people get a hold of the constructors and know who are the people who are active in the business or in the sector?
Well, basically, it's very important that Public Works, CIDB, I believe, is an entity of Public Works. Yeah. You understand? There should be, I think there should be a huge conference. Talk about this transformation, because at the moment, transformation is moving very slow. Our people, you'll find, I mean, you get to build 1,000 RDP houses. What is that? And also, I understand why government is having issues sometimes giving contracts to our people. Also, our people, they must deliver.
You know, Loyiso, what you're saying, though, is such a contradiction to the messages that are sent out by government, because we constantly hear government officials saying, from the top, the president, up to the ministers and local government, saying that we need to work on infrastructure building. So we're constantly building projects. And yes, you're saying that people in this field are not getting access to these projects.
Well, I know exactly. You know, as a construction community, especially black contractors, they are crying, understand? They are crying even to get up to grade 8, 7, it is an issue. Yeah. I think policies surrounding this grading thing needs to be, to be overlooked and say how can they be implemented so that everyone can be able to have an access.
Lindy, you seem very happy with the projects that you have gotten. How do you do it?
I am. Currently, I'm on grade 8 on my civil engineering.
Is that a good grade?
Good grade. Yeah. I think the construction Industry Development Board was created so that, if you tender, you know exactly which category am I going to tender under, so that not everybody goes in the same time to go and tender for that.
So what does it mean? What grading do you require to tender for what?
Each grade has got an amount allocated to it.
Okay.
Like if you are a
it's
grade
not
1,
expertise.
It's not expertise.
All right.
It's the power that you have, that not even the power, the delivery, you can deliver, because the main and the quality of your work. Yeah. You know, you have the quality of the work, it's more important.
So is that quality dependent on qualifications or experience or networking? What is it really that makes you a person who's able to deliver a good product?
It's the experience.
Which you have.
Yes. It's the experience, and your workers. Your project manager, you know, it's like you must have a good structure from your office, because it starts from the planning in the office, like what we do in our company. Yeah. Your planning must be good. If you get a project, okay, in our office, the women, you'll think there are few women, but it's them that are behind the whole thing, because they sit in the office. If you get a project, let's say, for instance, 450 million.
All right.
You need to sit and plan. You need to sit and plan how you're going to execute it. Yeah. Who's going to be your project manager? Not also forgetting the community, that, you know, you have to employ the community. But where does the CIDB come from? I'm encouraging even people who are interested in construction, they have to go to CIDB, even if you grade 1, because you make it things easier for the contractor, because we need to interview them as subcontractors so that they can get benefits also as a community. You know, they can't just, all of them just walk in. But if you walk in with your papers, little bit of knowledge about construction, that helps a lot. That's why CIDB was...
is your office happy that you've been nominated, and is this the first time? What does this nomination mean for you?
Yeah, it's the second time. It's humbling, it's exciting, it's showing that we're going through the right channel as an ultimate dynamic, and we are growing. You need to constantly have projects. Like my office will always have 12.
Well, that's what every business person would like to have, but they don't necessarily have the access.
We have the access. The access is you need to tender and be realistic, because nobody dishes food, nobody dishes the projects to you.
Yeah.
And I mean, and the biggest thing, the quality of work that you do.
The new ones coming in who do not necessarily have the experience, how do you hold their hand? Do you mentor them?
Yes, we mentor them. Like I'm saying, if you go to CIDB, register as a grade 1 and come and work for me on site. But unfortunately, I can't drag you. If I'm working in Limpopo, I have to help the people in Limpopo.
So you want initiative as well?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't just say I'm working in Durban now, I'm going to take you from Joburg. Where we're working, we help the communities where we're working, where we've got projects.
This is such an amazing conversation. Loyiso, just give us the details and how people watching who have aspirations to get into this space, what they can do, how they can get in touch with you.
Well, basically, they can contact our office.
Yeah.
On our website, social media, we're there. The event
What's
is
the name? What are the details?
South African Construction Awards.
Okay.
Our Twitter handle is MySACA 2018 for this year. Facebook, SACA Awards. Our contact number, can call us on 011 0222 812.
So SACA stands for South African Construction Awards.
You got it right.
Thank you so much to both of you. Loyiso Ngavu is the organizer for the 11th Annual South African Construction Industry Awards. And Lindiwe, would love to talk to you some more another time, because I think there's so much you can teach people out there who are wanting to get into the space. But congratulations, and we hope you get the win.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Let's take a break. That was the organizer of the event and one of the finalists, Lindiwe Mazibuko.